Today is a new day. It's a new day to continue on where you stopped yesterday, on where you stopped last week, to pursue your dreams, to do what you set out, to achieve your goals. And today I'm here to remind you that there is no perfect time to start what you want to do. The most important thing is to start. And for me, one of the things I'm picking up this month, or I'm focusing on this month, is to cultivate a reading habit. Now, this is something I've been procrastinating for a long time. And every time I say, oh, I'm going to pick up a book, I'm going to read it, and then one or two things happen, and then I'm not able to finish the book. And so, what I've decided to do, so in this month of August, I decided to take a bold step. It's not really a bold step per se to some persons, but for me, it shows that I'm willing to challenge myself to do this. So, what I did, I went to my local library to get an access card so that I can be able to borrow books to read. So what this means is that with my access card, I can visit any library in my city to pick up a book. And so for this month of August, I've picked up 2 books to read. And the first book I have here is this. And the name of the book is In Praise of Walking, The New Science of How We Walk and Why It's Good for Us. I picked this book because one of the things I'm trying to focus on this period or this season is my health, which is my fitness journey. And so what I've started doing is I try to do 10K steps once or twice per week. It's small, but obviously is a start. And then with that, I can try to be consistent and increase it to 4 or 5 times per week. And that is what I've started doing. And that is because sometimes as humans, we tend to overlook our health and exercise, which some of us believe is not important. So that is what I would like to focus on this month. And the second book is this, and it's The Creative's Guide to Starting a Business: How to Turn Your Talent into a Career. Now, the reason why I picked up this book is because I recently attended a women's conference sometime in June or April or thereabouts. I can't remember the precise month I attended the conference. And one of the speakers on that day spoke about we having what we can use, to make a living out of it. It's just like when they say you have something in your shokoto and you're looking for it elsewhere. If we look at the part of the Bible where the widow, um, she didn't have anything, and then Elijah asked her, "What do you have in your house?" And what she had, the only thing she had was oil. And then he asked her to go around, rally around, go to her neighbors, borrow jars as much as she can. And then with God's miracle, that little oil she had was able to fill up, I think, about 7 jars. I'm not sure, but I know that she was able to get the amount of jars she needed to sell to be able to get the money to pay the debt she needed to pay because they were about to take her son. And so that is one of the things that inspired me to pick this book, because sometimes there are things that God have blessed us with, but we feel, oh, can this yield results? And we just look down on these talents, on these skills that God have blessed us with. And so that is one of the things I would like to focus on in this month of August. Back home in Nigeria, so I used to own a fashion business. It wasn't that big, but at least I was able to showcase my talent. And so that is why, because I want to start that up again, and then I need to read books that will be able to guide me on how to do that. And so what I'm trying to say is, whatever you want to achieve, whatever goal you've set, you need to start now. You need to start now. If this is the push you need, then let me be the push that you need to give you this wake-up call to begin to make a step towards what you want to achieve. It's not easy because sometimes obviously our bodies tend to do otherwise, let us know, oh, I'm tired, I don't think I can do this. That is our mind and that is our body playing us. But then we have to be strong, we have to self-motivate. And if you're not able to self-motivate, or you're not able to give yourself that push that you need, you can find someone around you, a friend, a partner, someone, that you can share this vision that you have, someone that will be able to constantly remind you or put you in check to begin, or to make sure that you're consistent with what you've started. And even when you start, one of the important skills we need to learn is the act of being consistent. Consistent, as easy as that word sounds, that is the difference between being unsuccessful and being successful. Because people who are successful, people you see they've made it far, they were consistent in whatever journey they began. And so today, this is a push, this is a wake up call. Go out there, set your goals. If you need to read books, pick up books, study as much as you can. Reading is not just about reading, and that is why the books I've picked are not in line with my field of study or my field of work. Because I want to be informed, because I know the future, I want to prepare for myself. And for me to prepare for my future, I have to do that now. And for me to be informed about the future, I have to read books that will guide me and help me. So today, I'm motivating you. Like the Koreans say, fighting.